What's up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Field Cricket Podcast. So, in today's video, we'll be talking a little bit about MS Dhoni, the person, MS Dhoni, the player, MS Dhoni, the captain. I know it's a little too late for that because a tribute was long due, and I thought uh, rather do it than never. So, a little bit about MS Dhoni. Obviously, he was quite an unconventional captain and an unconventional personality on the field. Uh, Compared to what we have seen in the current generation. A very subdued kind of a person, a very reserved person, someone who doesn't like to be under the spotlight all the time. So today's episode is purely devoted to talking about who MS Dhoni was as a person and as a player on the field. So anything you want to say before we start off?
No, he's one of the greatest of all time for sure. The way he's led India to two World Cups and a Champions Trophy is extremely impressive. So yeah,
Absolutely. Okay, so I think MS Dhoni, the biggest message that the pure embodiment of, and he's the pure message that he's given simply through his presence and his keeping and his batting prowess. If you don't literally copy textbook cricket and you can still make a mark in international cricket, that's one of the biggest messages that MS Dhoni has propagated through his presence in international cricket. So what do you want to say about that? Because not not a lot of coaches in India. If you've obviously we have been through the under 14 selections, you must have noticed that not a lot of unconventional players are given that motivation to that you can potentially succeed in the future if you take cricket as a career. So what do you want to say about that?
yeah. So as you said, he's the manifestation of unconventionality. So be it his keeping or his batting, it's completely out of the box. Whether you talk about his stumpings, usually keepers would take their gloves towards the
Yeah,
back and then bring it because that's what the correct technique is. But he doesn't even move his hands from the position. He just catches the ball like a fish,
yeah,
just snaps the hood and he just stomps it there. So that's lightning quick. You must have seen those videos on Instagram, which keeps coming up every day,
yeah.
0.001
Set a world
second
record. Yeah,
in time. Yeah, so it's like the batsman's foot would raise just a meter, but he would stump them there. So it's completely unconventional, but it is one of the best. And even with his batting, he doesn't have the perfect technique. That's why maybe he hasn't been successful in test matches. But in the limited over formats, he has been completely. He's the greatest of all time in the wide format. So.
okay. Now a little bit about MS Dhoni, the person. Obviously, we know what an high school captain and a personality he is on the field. Uh, but as a captain, what do you think he's brought to the table for India? Because we had Saurav Ganguly before that, who was a completely different real personality on the field because he was way more aggressive and passionate about the game, and he was used to manifesting that aggression on the field. That comparatively, MS Dhoni obviously is aggressive. If you're playing for India, you have to be aggressive and you have to have that passion. But he kept himself reserved in that manner, and he never really let the opposition know what he's feeling or thinking at that point. So what do you think about that?
So I think he has a great cricketing brain, which is why he's able to create favorable situations out of ones which are not too favorable. Like if you see if the opposition is having a big partnership, he'll try to think out of the box. Like he might bring on a part timer or do something different. So his thinking is always out of the box, which has worked on most occasions. So as a captain, I think he has a very great cricketing brain, which is why he's been so successful. And also, as we've seen a lot, the nickname Captain Cool has been given to him.
Yeah.
So I think on most occasions, he remains calm on the field and he doesn't let his emotions out so easily. But yeah, as I said, it's mostly because he has a great cricketing brain and he remains calm on the field, um, which helps him make smart decisions. So.
Um, Obviously, uh, okay. Now, leading on from your question, could I ask you this? It might get a little polarizing, a little controversial, but let me ask you this: do you think MS Dhoni is as cool as he manifests or shows to the world?
So if you see a couple of interviews, giving one example, Suresh Raina. So he clearly said in one of his interviews that MS Dhoni is actually not cool. He just is cool in front of the camera. That is what Suresh Raina said.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Guys,
saying
don't
anything.
guys don't give him hate. This is not what he's saying. This is what Suresh Rana verbatim has
This is
said.
what Suresh Raina said in his interview.
Yeah.
So, but of what we've seen on TV, he remains calm, except for a couple of incidents where he stepped onto the field during an IPL game versus Rajasthan. So, but obviously, everyone will lose their cool. Like everyone has a limit as well. Like it's not possible to remain cool all the time. So, for me personally, MS Dhoni is the best captain, but the coolest, maybe not the coolest. Maybe I think a Kane Williamson
Absolutely.
might
Yeah.
be more calm on the field and he's smiling a lot more.
This guys,
But
this might
MS
not be
Dhoni,
the favorable opinion.
but
This might not be the favorable opinion that MS Dhoni is not the coolest, but the fact of the matter is, Kane Williamson, I personally feel, and probably he feels too, that Kane Williamson is some much more. If you want to call someone a cool captain, he's the perfect example for that. Because if you let me just bring up a few examples to back my point up. If you saw the World Cup final 2019, the worst possible scenario that you can potentially imagine the night before is what? A super over going down to the wire, and then you conceding 4 runs, and the score comes down to 3 runs required of 2 balls against a man, Ben Stokes, who's at the peak of his powers. And that's the worst thing you could possibly imagine, not having won a trophy. And what did he have? He had a smile on his face regardless. And that is, and put him in any situation for that matter, and he has the same response. He manifests the same sort of emotions that he has. He's always had a smile on his face, and that's the best quality that Kane Williamson has apart from his batting, obviously. So we personally feel, it is our opinion. Everyone's open to their personal opinions. We personally feel Kane Williamson is a more cooler captain, not necessarily the better captain, right?
yeah, just to advise viewers, we're not saying that MS is I mean, Kane is a better captain. We're saying MS is the best. We're saying Kane is just cooler on the
Hands
field.
down, Dhoni is a better captain. Yeah, the stats prove it. The trophies prove it. There's no question about that. Obviously. Um, Now a little bit towards now again reiterating the MS Dhoni the person, right?
Yeah,
If we've on numerous occasions we've seen what a subdued and reserved person he is, because even in the 2011 World Cup final, after winning the trophy, after the celebrations, the champagne was out, he's always been the man who stood a little far away from the trophy and let the younger generation lift the trophy and be under the spotlight. That's
yeah.
always been the characteristic of MS Dhoni, and that I feel that is one of the best. That is representative of his humility and really his unwillingness to be under the spotlight all the time. Although he is the one who should be getting it as the captain of the team, but he chooses not to be under that spotlight. What do you think about that? Because that's a great trait to have. That simply that humility.
Yeah, I think he plays for the Indian cricket team. He does not care what happens to him personally. He only plays for the Indian cricket team. And I think he said in his statement as well that you don't play for the crowd, you play for your country. So,
Sorry to interrupt you. Quickly, mind you, it's really difficult when your wife is in labor and you are having your first child
yeah,
to be serving your country, and that's what he said. I'd rather serve my country because I'm on national duty at the moment. I'd rather be serving my nation than do something that is less important, which is being with your wife during her labor. So that hats off to him, man. You got to tip your hat off when props are due, and absolutely, I mean, how many cricketers in the world can actually do that? So
well,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we see the news a lot of times that a person is missing a series because
yeah,
of their second child arriving or some other personal events. But MS Dhoni just loves his country. He is willing to do anything for it, and that is why you see even he has joined the army as well.
yeah,
Uh, so he just completely loves his country, and which is what we can see on the field. He plays for the Indian cricket team and not for any personal favors. Like he never would want a farewell match for him. He
yeah,
would not care about personal milestones or anything. He just plays for the team. He reads the situation and he wants his team to win. That is why he is very selfless. And even when he is playing, he's trying to teach the younger generation, and he's preparing the younger generation from before. So like if you see Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni left his captaincy much earlier just so
Yeah.
that Virat Kohli could, be
Adapt
prepared for
himself.
the.
Yeah.
So that way he's quite selfless. He does not care if he's the captain, not the captain. He just wants his country to do well.
Also, adding on to that, I mean, just imagine a captain who's won 3 trophies for his nation. He deserves a better send off than he's gotten. He decided to retire during quarantine. Imagine if if I was a captain who had won 3 trophies for his nation, I would want a better farewell than that, and I would have wanted me to have a farewell match where I would have been lifted and I would have been as glorious as it gets. And he didn't choose to do that. So that just clearly it is characteristic of him, and that just represents the kind of person he is.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, he's extremely selfless. He does not care if he gets a farewell match or not. When he feels his time is up, and that is what he has like he has served his country for a long time now. So if the day he felt he has given his best for his country and the next generation is ready, he left the team. So he does not care about personal milestones or anything of that sort. So
और क्या point बोलना है? CSK consistency. Yeah. Moving on, quickly talking about the consistencies brought to the CSK franchise, because CSK on paper don't seem as the most heavyweight team in the IPL, clearly, because they have a very strong Indian core. That's what I'll give to them. They don't depend as much on their foreign players, because we saw in a couple games last year they played only 3 foreign players.
yeah.
So it's clear that just if you ask a lot of the CSK Indian players, they'll say they like to be around this man. He emanates this coolness and this approachability, which not a lot of other captains have. You know, quite a few captains around the world have that sort of. They emanate that vibe, which is that you are approachable to the young lot. Um, so um, the consistency that is brought for CSK, that has been impeccable, to be honest, because um, you can see a lot of other teams in the IPL have the most explosive teams from KKR, Russell, some of the biggest names in world cricket, and still they're not as consistent as a CSK or a Delhi or some other team with not as many superstars of the game. So what do you think is the reason for CSK doing so well in the IPL? Do you think MS Dhoni has played a huge role in that or not? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. If you remove Dhoni from CSK, it's like you're removing the heart from a body. So he is the main player of the franchise. And I've watched a couple of interviews, and the players themselves say that they want to win the cup for their captain. This is because of the culture that he has created around the team. So you must have also heard they don't have any team meetings as such.
Yeah.
So culture is created in such a way that Dhoni's room is always open if anyone has any problems that they need to solve. So that way, the culture that the CSK team has created with Dhoni and Fleming is impeccable, and which is shown in the results. Actually, the way they've been consistent over the years. Obviously, they weren't playing for 2 years, but I think they've qualified for every season when they have been playing. And so a couple of experts are also saying that if we give Dhoni an under 19 team, he would still
Yeah.
make them qualify for the playoffs. So that way, it's his man. He's the man for the team, and also Fleming plays a little bit of role there as well. I think they connect really well, and the culture that they've created from the start is consistent throughout, and which is why you can see the team also being consistent over.
I think a couple of the best, the most essential qualities you can potentially have as a captain is firstly having belief in your players, trusting them to the T, and second is getting the best out of players. These are skills not many people have. You may be the best player in the world, best batsman in the world, but not necessarily the best captain. And this is a very popular phrase, right? So I think MS Dhoni, if you saw in the 2007 Cricket World Cup, the T20 World Cup, he brought the best out of Jogender Sharma. A youngster who doesn't have a lot of experience bowling the final over of a T20 World Cup, it's not the easiest. And after bowling a couple wides, being hit for a six, to get the best out of him at that particular moment, to bowl his best possible delivery, it's a skill. It's a different skill altogether. A couple examples are how we backed Robin Uthappa in the 2007 bowl out when Robin asked him, "Can I bowl in the bowl out. He said, "Yeah, go ahead because I know you will be able to do it." So this confidence within your players is very important. Having faith in your players, having that trust within them, right? And second example is with Shane Watson. Having failed throughout the IPL 2018 or 2019, he still backed him in the final, and Shane Watson delivered. Although they couldn't win the final, the 2019 final, but Shane Watson ended up scoring 76, and that turned out to be vital for CSK's wherever they reached in the finals. So this shows, backing a player from start to end, regardless of how he's done. Just understanding him as a person and whether his process is right towards approaching a game. I think that's something MS Dhoni has been able to pick from players very well, and then that reflects in his track record, really. Yeah, that's all I had to say.
He's very sorted in his mind. If he thinks a player is good enough, he will back him till the end, no matter what. And this is not only seen in CSK, but also in the Indian team. If you see the players that are currently playing in the Indian team, be it Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Jadeja, or the others, they've all been backed and matured by MS Dhoni. So I think when MS Dhoni feels that a player is able to play well, he will back him till the end. So that way, the players have that belief in them that they can win the match for the team.
Who knows? Who knows if a Rohit Sharma is born today and he's in the Indian team, he has potential even greater than Rohit Sharma, but he fails in is given 15 quota of 15 matches. Never know if he'll be kept in the team or he'll be brought in the team ever again.
I think current Indian team, the backing factor is lacking, because if you see the number 4 position, it's been changed so much over the past few years. Like, no one is backed enough. That is why I think we're losing out on a lot of quality players, and that's why the confidence of a lot of players are dropping because they're not getting the backing, and that's why they don't have that belief in them that they can win the match for the team.
Trust me, Rohit Sharma didn't start performing until 2013. He made his debut in 2007 odd. So 6 years, really, do you give in the current generation, do you think a player will generally get 6 years to make his mark? Not really. He'll get barely a few matches here and there, and that too not on a consistent basis. So right. I mean, clearly, it's the greatness of the man is his virtue of being a captain itself. From the heart. It's not that something everyone can have. You and me can have. So on this day, we give tribute to the man, and thank you so much for everything that he's given to Indian cricket, the changes that he's brought about, and the players that he's given us that we consider as our gods and our superstars in the modern generation. So thank you so much, MS Dhoni. Have a great post cricket career, and good luck for your life. So that's all we had for today, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please do give this a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel if for more content such as this. And anything you want to say before this?
Please share the video with your friends if you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and that's all we have from today. See you guys in a bit. Take care.
It's like it's playtime and it's free time. In the dance, yeah, they have it like a glance. Yeah, we stepping out the room.